Welcome back. Not today, craps. Session 36, up in the profit, $23,245 over 36 videos. Look at me now. Listen, man, I'm drinking this protein powder. Not that any of you care, but this clean and simple. Bro, this, whew. If you like mint, this is like phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Get healthy, people. Mm-mm-mm. Freaking delicious. Oh my God, I can't even stop drinking it. Mm-mm-mm. It's not dirty the table here. All right. This channel is not focused. My channel, listen, I'm a gambler. Like you're coming here because you gamble and you're looking for a few. We're going to talk a little bit. I know it's not probably what you came here to watch, but we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk about gambling for like a few minutes. Nothing crazy. You can skip this part, whatever. You're coming to YouTube for a couple reasons. Maybe to look for some content that you like, your craps, find some new strategies, or you're looking to take some money and get rich quick, right? Or find something to get money that you probably don't have to waste to get some extra funds for yourself. I'm here to tell you guys, speaking from experience and just watching, it's not gonna happen, right? You have to get lucky. You have to have discipline. If you're just trying to come to the, and just buy it for $5 and win 20 grand, 30 grand, 2 grand, whatever, it's most likely not going to happen. And if it does, it's going to work for a short period of time. And then that high of gambling and making money is going to lead you to losing basically all of it. So I'm here just trying to teach slow and steady, right? Now, the reason why we buy in for $4,000, let me turn that, it's hot as heck out here today. I have the air cranking, but I'm in a room, my game room only has like one vent, and it's getting a little warm in here. So I have the computers running and all that. So I'll turn the fan on. Slow and steady, and we buy in for $4,000, right? Now, the reason we have to buy in for this is just longevity. We're trying to weather the storm. Now, we're playing $400 here, right? $4,000 gets me 10 shooters. That's kind of how you have to come at craps. So whatever you want to spend, you have to do it for 10 shooters, right? So if you're looking to spend $200 every shooter, you need to bring 2 grand. If you're looking for $100, you need to bring 1,000. $50, $500, $25, $250, right? So if you're only bringing $250 to the craps table, basically you can only bet that, right? Because 10 times 25 is $250. So you're basically locked into $25 a shooter. A shooter, not that's it. That's all you can do. This is where most people, and me, when I first started craps, fell into the thing where I'm buying in for $5. I only have 5, and I put it out there and I lost. And then that's it. It's kaput. 1, 2 shooters, $500, eviscerated to nothing. Because I didn't know. I'm here to just teach from my experience. This is not the be-all, end-all, the perfect strategy, the perfect way to play. You play the way you want to play. I'm talking from my experience and what I see the problem was from when I was gambling and, just watching others. Now, of course, we go to other YouTube videos and just Instagram or just social media in general. We see people putting $1,000 out here. Most of us don't have that to just say YOLO, We don't have that. And most of the time, that money's coming from this, they're not using their hard-earned money. And if they're doing that and wasting that, shame on them because they're promoting, unhealthy gambling. I'm trying to promote healthy gambling. Now, the way we do our videos here is we're buying in for $4,000. Now, I would not, for the video, it's make or break. Either we make $400 plus or we lose 4 grand. Now, in the real world, I would maybe get to half and then be like, yeah, calling it quits. I'm not losing all $4,000 in an hour or for 30 minutes or whatever. Or hell, you should have a stop loss. There's, a lot of players have stop losses. Now, that goes against pretty much whatever, I've been saying, that I'm coming to the casino with $4,000. I'm going to lose, I plan on losing it all. Yes, but not in one session, right? If I'm down at, $2,000 within 5 minutes, yeah, I'm going to go off the table, take a break, go get a drink, kind of recoup, and come back and feel it out, right? You can hover around a craps table and kind of feel out the vibe, how the dice are rolling. Granted, you never know when the dice are going to get hot. I understand that, right? But craps is a vibe at the end of the day. And the way I play and the way I've been playing is I'm playing both sides. Now, either side can get hot. We're hoping that both sides equally, but more in the favor of the dark side, right? Because we're making money light side, but we also make money if it goes light side for a little bit and we 7 out, we make money on the dark side, right? Dark side meaning 7s. Light side meaning everything else, pretty much, right? That's how I come at this type of, strategy, whatever you want to call it. That's how I look at the game. I want to be involved in every, so like a lot of players will come to a table, not play the pass, don't pass, which is okay, and then just play, numbers, right? They're hoping that we can hit a bunch of these, recoup our $400 into profit, $500 profit, hit a bunch, get into 500, and be in for the hand for free. Because here's the 400, and they're up 100. They made 100, right? That's the hope. But we all know the 7 is coming eventually, right? Statistically speaking. It's all about statistics, probabilities, the vibe, and just how the 7 has the most combinations. And it's going to come out. Now you can get hot and not roll them for a while, sure. But eventually, like everything else, it's going to come. Like eventually the 5's going to hit. Eventually the 10's going to come. It's just an inevitability. We just don't know when, but inevitability is going to come. And with odds, the statistics and the percentages with the 7, it has a greater percentage of rolling over time, right? So, let's get into this. If you don't have funds, look at that 2x2 right there. If you don't have funds, don't gamble. Just don't do it, right? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Sure, you can get rich quick if the dice fall a certain way. Of course, anything can happen. If you don't have the funds to gamble, that you don't, if you don't have $1,000 that you can literally torch on fire in the driveway, and you can't come to the casino, have a good time while losing this, and look at it, I'm spending $1,000 for a night out. Don't gamble, please. Just don't do it. Let's get into it. We all know $400 pass line. Let's see. Maybe we'll throw some lay bets up as well. We'll maybe lay to 4 for a few spins and see what happens to get some extra exposure. Right? Heck, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll lay the 4 for like $400 alongside this for a few rolls and see what happens. Let's get a point. 5. Heck, we're feeling. We'll just do 100, right? So we'll lay the 4, and we're gonna buy in for 3. All right. Let's see what happens. We'll switch it up a little bit, take a little bit more risk, and see what happens. So there's a $300 buy-in. All right, let's buy in. Let's go most on the 6 and the 9. So we're gonna go 90. We'll go 175 on the 9, right? And we'll go quarter. We'll leave the 9 out, which is my favorite number. We'll try to hit a 6 or 8. Now, if we 7 out, we win $100 here, $100 here. So we profit $200. Now, if we hit a 4, we're down $200 there. Which again, we're gambling here. We're gonna see if we can max bet. And again, I just came to the table. I have no idea how it's rolling. So let's just roll it out and see what happens. 6 pays 105. So now I have $105. Right? Now it's up to you if you want to keep this to kind of minimize this, right? Because if we hit a 5, we're down 400, right? But if we hit a 7, we'll be up 105, 205, 305. So you have to think about that as well, right? So I'm going to risk it for one more roll, and I'm going to put 75 there, a quarter here, and we'll get, maybe we'll throw a hard 6 in there. Maybe we'll get the 6 coming right back. See what happens. Again, we have no idea what this next roll is going to be. It is all predetermined. Maybe whatever we roll, we'll see what the, let's just roll it out. 6, back-to-back 6s. We lose this, so 6 pays 105. We lose the field, 105, right? So now, a decision. Now, what if an 8 hit there? We would have got 210, right? We would have had $100 more, $105 more. If 9 hit, we would have 105. 10 hit, we'd have less, right? No, 60, we'd have 85 bucks, right? So we have to make a decision how we're going to go forward. Do we want to press this up here, go for one more gamble? Because, again, if a 7 comes, right, we still make 200 bucks. Or, $200. Because we bought in for 3, we get 1, and then this pays 1 to 2. So we make $200 still, right? We've only made $200. We put the first 100 back into play. Now, I'm going to say, hey, I'm feeling kind of lucky today. I'm going to buy back in. Maybe the 6 will hit again, right? Maybe the shooter will go one more time on the 6, and that'll pay me 210, right? And we'll throw these out in the hard ways, not the field. Let's go, shooter. Hit that 6 one more time. 4. Wow. See, boom. We got whacked on the 4. So now we're down 200 bucks, right? Which is okay, because we can make that back on a 6 or 8. And if a 7 came out, we'd be down 100 because we'll make 100 back here, right? We'd be down 200 actually, we'd be down 100 because 300 pays for that, 100 will buy into that. So we'll be down 100 if a 7 came out. This is like what you have to think as you're like gambling here. Now, if a 5 came out, that'd be devastating. We'd be down 600 bucks, but we get to keep all this up here and roll it again and see what happens. So let's see what happens. 8, wonderful. So 8 has 180 on it. That pays 210. So now we got our money back, right? It's up to you. Right, we'll throw that there. We'll do hard 8. It's up to you. Maybe we'll throw this lay bet back up here, because why not? Or throw it up in here somewhere. We can buy for another 210 here, right? We can bring this to 420. 6 or the 8 into 420 bucks. We'll take this and take that to 420, right? That is all up to you. Or 300. What are we at? 180? We could bring that to $300 if we wanted. Not 400. 300. We could bring one of these up to 300 bucks, or both of them actually. We could bring these to $300 and hopefully hit a 6 or 8. Me, I'm going to take the odds that he's not going to roll that 4 because again, I got my $200 back and I'm okay right now. If a 5 hits, that sucks, right? We're rooting against a 5. But again, we're still in for 300. We're using profits to buy back up here. Now, I got my $200 back, so now I'm back to even, right? We are back to where we started, right? We haven't touched anything, so let's roll it out and see what happens. 11, no mas. 3, no mas. We had played in a field, we would have got both of those. 8, wonderful. So we, no hard 8, right? Pays 210. 210. Now, you can be inclined to hedge, right? We can hedge our 4, right? So this is what you have to think about as you're here. Now, maybe we'll take back the 2, and we're only in for our original 700 because we have 300 here. Now we can bring 10 bucks here. We'll just put this back out, whatever. Or we'll do a hard 10. This is what you have to think about, the risk. So now we're risking 400. We're risking the initial. Now, what if I want to put this back out here? Maybe I'll do 275 on the 9. Now I have a little bit more at risk. But again, we all know that 7 or the 5 is coming, or one of these other numbers. The 7 has a high probability of coming. Every won this, 6 to 8 rolls statistically is 7 rolls. Statistically. Again, we can go on a huge run here and potentially miss out. If we have a 75 here and we take this back and a 9 hits next, we potentially left out like almost $300 of profit. Like, this is the risk and reward you want to like think about as you're playing this way. This is how I'm thinking this through. Now, I'm going to keep it because now I'm in the hand for, it sucked at the 4 hit because I had to hit this to recoup the 200, right? That sucked, right? But we're back at normal where we were, right? So I like that. So I'm still in my original. We have all this working here. Again, a 6 or 8 pays us 210. This pays us 60. This pays us 105. So I'm okay with that. And a 7 nets us a $200 win. So I'm okay with this. The only thing that hurts us right now is a 4-5. Right? 11. Nope. 12. Nope. So as the dice roll like this, bro, we can just like, the table's like sensing a 7. We're like sensing, oh my God. We're just wasting these horn numbers and the 7's just going to pop up. Oh, hard 10. Perfect. So hard 10 gets 70 here. Right? 70. It's a nice little, people think the horn, these are like a sucker bet. The hard way bets are sucker bets. They are, but it's just fun to play. It's just fun when a hard 10 comes up. Bro, it's just so much fun. So this is 60. This pays 60 with the commission. We'll pay the commission, right? Boom. So now we're up $125, right? You do whatever you're feeling. The vibe on the table right now, it's great. We've avoided the 7. The pass line's looking for a 5 to get their payment. We're looking for a 7 or these. We're actually looking for these numbers right here, man. Like now, I'm inclined to take the field bet, right? People say that's a sucker bet. I like it because we just rolled 3, 2, 11, and a 12, I believe, or whatever. We rolled like 3 horn bet numbers already. I could have got 75 extra bucks to throw out here. I like it for $25. I'll eat that. Now we're up $100. I'm gonna say I'll give black for this. We're up 100. I'm gonna take this back to kind of minimize the damage that could possibly happen on these next few spins or the few rolls. So let's check this out. Let's see what happens. Hard 6. Right? We're gonna lose the field. That wins 210. We have 180. We have 210 coming back to us, plus the hard way. Again, we're like ecstatic now. That's 45, right? So this is all coming back to us. Now, this is 25. So we have 250 here. So now we're $100 in this. So here, we're gonna take this back. We're in this bet for free now, right? This is paid for already. We have $500 sitting here. We're not in there for, $500 because this plus the original 700, right? So we already paid for this. That's paid for. Whatever happens to it, happens to it. We'd be even if a 4 came out, right? So the only thing we're at risk for now is a 5, right? $400. Now, you can do whatever you want with this. I'm going to throw this back out here. I'm going to keep the 100 because I like black chips, and I'm going to use the green. I'm going to use the green to my advantage. We'll buy the 9 for $100. I'm just going to make this easy so you can see it. That's 100. This is 100. This is 100. And we're going to roll it out. Now, I can tell you for a fact, we already hit our $400 target, right? We're up $400 right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've made $500 so far, right? For the video's sake, I'm going to roll it out and see what happens. And if we lose this, we'll still be up $100 more, 100, 200. We'll still be up close to $300 if a 5 hits. Now, if a 7 hits, I'm up 400. No harm, no foul. We made our $400. It's like, this is what you literally, no more, because we're hitting this. This is a lay bet. So this is like how you have to like come at the game. This is why I like the way I play better than most other strategies. Because again, we're invested on every roll. And it's fun that way, to me. being invested in just one or two numbers and hoping they hit takes you out of every roll. I just like the way this roll. It's just the way I like to gamble, and I'm sure a lot of other people. In the comment section, listen, like, comment, subscribe if you want. In the comment section, let me know how you like to play. Let me know if you enjoy the strategy. Let me know if you have something I can tweak about it, or you want something to add about it. This is a community. Let's start a little community here. And maybe we'll start live betting games with each other, like on Zoom. Or if you have a little table like this, we can play with each other. Like, we can make it fun, right? Or we'll meet each other. Like, I literally live in New Jersey, 20, 30 minutes away from AC. Let's get together, hang out, and fucking shoot some dice. Let's go. Let's go next. Let's see what happens. Doesn't matter what happens now. We're in the money, right? We're in the money, except maybe if a 4 hits, we kind of be break even, right? Let's see what happens. Hard 10. The hard 10's popping, bro. So we're losing. We're winning on the field. We're winning everywhere. Winning on the field. This wins $70. All right. Hard 10 wins 70. This pays 60. All right. We'll throw the commish. And it's up to you what you want to do with this. This is another. I'm going to collect. This is 25. This is 100. That was a $125 win right there. I'm going to take the black, because I like blacks, and I'm going to disperse this into the field here. Let's go that. We'll go there. And boom. That's just, why not? Like, take the black to you. Now, if you want to keep the green, keep the green. It's all up to you how you want to play. Let's go. 5. We get whacked on the don't pass, right? We get whacked here. Now, we're going to say bets off for us because we don't. The don't pass is not working, and we're going to collect. We're going to tell dealer, take me down, bro. Take me down. And to be honest, I think we already hit our target because that was a nice little roll. We're going to tell the dealer, take me down, take me down. Let's just cash this in here, see what happens. This is 200. That goes there. Let's see what we got. 400. Yep, 400. And again, you need to learn, everybody, including myself, when to walk away. This is a quarter. 450, 470. That's our target. You have to come to the casino. This comes off because they hit the point. You have to come to the casino, guys, with a realistic target of what you want to make. 10% of your bankroll is a good day. 20% is a wonderful day. If you can make 20% of whatever you buy in for on craps, that is a great day. I don't care what anybody has to say. Yeah, of course, you're buying it for $200. That's $40. That's a wonderful day. You put $200 at risk, and you came home with $240. That's not bad. Realistic goals, guys. Realistic goals, right? You have to. You have to come to the casino or online gambling, know when to walk away. We just made $420. That's more than most people make in a day. We made it in however long this video is. The time is so small on my computer over there, I can't even see it. Probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes, if that. Name me a job right now that you can go work without having a ridiculous, like a lawyer or a doctor to make $420, right? Or $470. Name it. You can't, right? This is what I play out here. I'm not even teaching. I'm just showing you the way I play, right? We got our win. Now, a lot of people, my older self, would be like, yo, I just made $470. YOLO this, man. YOLO this on this. Let's go. And then I lose all this. I lose all this because I get cocky. And again, the game gets sour. And it's designed that way. It's designed to give, take. Whenever they give, you need to take. And you got to run. Don't walk away, run away. Right? Distance yourself. And until the next time. And I'm proving it. We just won another $470 on top of the total. We're nearing almost $24,000 over 36 days, or 36 sessions, or 36 trips to the casino, or 37, whatever. Name me in a month who's making $24,000. Most of you ain't. I know that. I know a lot of people ain't making that, right? And again, I preach this all the time as well. This may not happen when you play. It just may not. A lot of times, we went down to like $400 and we were able to bring it back. A lot of times, you're gonna lose that and you're gonna lose it all. That's why, if you're playing, if you lose 1,000, go take a break. Take the day off. Go back the next day, right? Use the 3,000. Maybe see if you can get back to 4. Again, you don't have to. When we start off, I'm betting $400, right? We're betting 400. Now we lose this, we'll say. Now we're down to 3,000, right? It's going bad. Nothing's working. Sevens on the come out, sevens on the don't come. We're just getting blasted. Now we have 300, 3,000. Take it down a notch. Go to 300 or 200. Make it last. Now, if you do 200 here, you can only put $100 up here. But then it's going to be a little bit harder to grow that stack because we're playing with a little less money. By me betting $400 here, I could put $300 here. So the wins are way bigger. They're just more, the monetary value is larger. The low. So if you put 100 here, you can only bet $50 up here. Again, it's all in. It's just relative, right? So just be realistic out here. $470 on craps. That's a great day. I don't care what anybody. Yeah, we're buying in for 4. It'd be wonderful to double this. You know how rare it is to double? You know how rare that is? You know how hard that is? It is ridiculously hard. Yeah, sure. Some of these strategies out here from these other accounts, they roll them out and they make unbelievable profits. There's a reason why they don't test that in real life. They don't work long term. That's the problem. That's why they preach as well. This will only work for, you have to switch your strategies up. That's why I like playing the way I do. We play 400 here. Hopefully survive the come out. We survived the come out. Awesome, right? Now we can play $300 up here and still only have $400 of, well, not only, but we have $400 of risk here, right? But a potential to make money up here to offset this risk, right? That is why I like this. A lot of people call it hedging. We're hedging. We're trying to hit a bunch of numbers, maybe reinvest, maybe keep some. Because again, suppose we get 2-3 hits. Let's just roll it out. 2, 8. Well, they hit the point. Whatever. You know what? How we've been playing is the easiest. So this pays whatever. This would be $100. I don't know what it pays. I know when it pays. It's just six units on there. I don't know. It's been working. These videos been working. Everybody, I'm going to get the haters in the comments or whatever eventually saying that I'm shooting the videos when I only win. Dude, I'm not shooting multiple videos. I don't have all this time to waste during the day. I know I'm going to get the hate eventually. Oh my God, they didn't see the videos where I literally ran this down to a few bucks and ran it back up to profit. You just need one not even unbelievably long roll. Right? It's just, here's the statistics on it. So this is this. We're going to keep this to the side. That's our winnings for today. Now we're buying in for 300. Right? We're just going to, if it hasn't been already addressed, this is how this works. Right? So let's get a point. 5. Right? So we're not going to bet you could bet the 5 to $50 if you want, right? We'll just do that. Screw it. We're not, because that's stupid. So this is going to be 9. We'll go 100. 20. No, we're not, because that's stupid. We'll go 70, 70. 70, 70. Sorry, I'm making this video longer than it has to be. Right? We're going to go to the field. We'll play 1 there. We'll play 3 on the 9. 2 on the 10. We have a 5 left over. We'll throw it on the 4. So we're setting ours up like this. Now, let's just run this through on hits. Right? So we say we roll on the lowest denomination that pays. The 4. Right? So we get a quarter here and 60 up on top, right? 60. Now we'll pay the whatever it's more than that they'll ask for. But again, $75, $80, right? Now we're in for $320, right? Suppose 8 comes out next. We lose this. This comes to here. This pays that. Now this is without putting money back in. Of course, it's going to be a lot longer to recoup this, but let's just play it out. So this comes back here. Now we have, this is 25, $125. Now we just took this to $275. So our risk is only $275 now. Now let's just roll it out real now. 3 quarter, we'll bank it. 250 risk. 4 quarter, 60. All right. This comes here. That's 200 and a quarter. We'll pay the commish, and we'll throw this. We'll just keep this. So we'll just keep it here. So now we're at 230. Now we're only at risk for $170. That's just collecting, not pressing, right? Let's just go. So now we only are risking $175 on this 5. Now if a 7 hits, I win 100, 200, 300, $30. That's not bad. 7, wonderful. So we lose all this. We didn't press anything. Again, this system works best when 7s are coming after a bunch of numbers because we can collect. So even if you never press a number, this was only 1, 2, 3 hits, right? So one of them was the 4 hits. 4 hits, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and then the 7, right? So we got 400. This is our original. It's going to come right back. Now we bought in for 3. That's going to come right back. So here's our even. We're up 4. This is our 4,000, right? We just made $1, 2, 3, $30. That's not bad. Go home. Just go home right there. $330. Bro, $330 on one. Now, granted, we survived the come out. I'm not going to discredit that at all. We survived the come out, right? And we avoided the point. And you're going to find out when you play that the point is not going to be hit consistently. It's just not. Now, the point, I'm not going to say. Sometimes the point, when the points, we survive the 4, right? Or we'll do 4 here. The point's 6. Listen, the odds of a 6 coming before a 7, they're in my eyes, it's equal. I may be inclined to run this, take this off, because we could take you. If you do a pass line, you can't take it off. But this you can take off anytime. 10 rolls in, 2 rolls in, or right after the point's been established, we can take this off. Put it back, wait for the next point. Me, sometimes you can run it to the don't come and hope maybe this goes on to the 4, a 10, because those numbers being rethrown are less likely, not likely. But I'm not going to say that it can't happen. So let's just roll it. Let's see what happens. 4, perfect. This is going to go to the 4. Now let's roll this out. Now again, I buy in for $300, right? We're going to buy in for $300, right? So let's buy in with our 300. Here's our 1, 2, 75, 25, right? Now let's just buy in. We're going to do that. We'll put 120 on the 8 because why not? The quarter there. We have all this to play with. We'll put a 5 on the hard 10 because why not? And we'll keep 50, 50, 120, 50, quarter. So I'm getting paid everywhere, right? If a 6 hits, I'm not at risk. I can even bet the 6. Let's just do 70 on the 6, right? 70 on the 6, hard 6, whatever. Let's roll this out and see what happens. 7. It was a 7. It wasn't a 9. 7. I just made $100, right? You bring this back. Look, $100. I made $100. Changing my bet off this. And granted, if I kept it here, I still would have won because the 7 came, not the 6. But I de-risked. I took a gamble, and it paid off. That's all this is, guys. That's all this is just trying to put yourself in a better situation, right, for this type of strategy. That's all we're trying to do is just take the risk away and put ourselves in a better situation. Now, it's not going to be roses all the time like all my videos. You know, it should be, you know, in theory, we should be able to get a point, get a couple hits, and then 7 out and be done in the video in literally 5 minutes. Some of the videos are like that. Some are not. Right? There's some videos, right, where I put $400 and roll a 1 or a 3 or a ace deuce. Boom, $400, we're in the profit. And the video ends. That happened once or twice. It happens. You have to have a goal. That's the point. Don't be greedy. That is the main point of this channel. Stop being greedy. Stop chasing those big wins because they're far and few in between. The little wins add up. Look, 36 sessions here. We're close to $24,000. Can't be. We made $470 today, baby. Read them and weep. Not today. This is the thing. Not today stands for not going to gamble money that I can't afford to lose. I'm not going to give it back when I win it. Right? And the casino's not taking my money today. That's what not today. Those are 2 already. I'm going to come up with more. Not today is a mentality. The casino's not taking me today, right? I'm not going to let gambling and try to make this into millions ruin it. Ruin the experience for me. Not today, baby. Not today. We walked away with money. The casino didn't take the money today. The casino could take everybody else's money, right? Not today for us. That's what I'm preaching. Not today. Craps, baby. 470. Add it. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't comment. Whatever, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. 36-minute video. We made $470. Tell me you make that at your job. Tell me.